is the hardest player to guard in the NBA? Quote, James Harden, end quote, Giannis Antetokounmpo. If one of the best defenders in the NBA, if not the best defender, is saying you're the hardest to guard, there must be something to it. One of the toughest tasks in the NBA is slowing down James Harden. He can score at will, can create any shot that he wants, pioneer of the modern step-back three-pointer, and a precision passer. He is also an unorthodox lefty with his moves and an innovator at subtly bending the rules to his benefit, especially getting the refs to see eye to eye and get calls on the defender. He's a modern-day Picasso with a basketball. If James Harden wanted to, he could probably drop 40 points in a night. He is, and has been, an isolation player that is deemed as selfish and damning to a team. There is a lot of evidence to prove that, but individually, that makes him a juggernaut to stop and a whole hell of a lot of fun to watch. What makes it so hard to guard Harden is his step-back dribble move. James Harden usually takes up several steps without being called for a travel. With him stepping back, it creates more space from his defender, so he is able to shoot with less obstruction in his face. It's the same reason Randy Johnson was so hard to hit off of in his prime, and Muhammad Ali, etc. Professional athletes sometimes are masters of their own domain. You can know something is coming and still can't stop it. For example, a Randy Johnson slider is coming and you know it, but can you hit it? Or Muhammad Ali wants you to come close to him, but you still want to work your way close to his body to hurt him because someone has to lay a hit on him. You know you shouldn't, but you do it anyway. The same applies to Harden. It's the misdirection that is coming that you are a sucker for. You know he is going to step back and try to make his defender overcompensate by jumping over him, but you end up fouling him, or he just runs by you for an easy 2 points. It's the greats that can do what they do when you already know it's coming. It's quite humbling to watch, actually. Harden is the master of keeping his defender off balance. They visibly look unsure and nervous when he has the ball. And James, well, he is as calm as a cucumber because he knows he has you right where he wants you, like a human version of a Venus flytrap. Please remember that if you've enjoyed the video thus far and can't wait to see why James Harden is the hardest player to defend in the NBA, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and make sure you tell your friends and family about the journey we are about to embark on. Now let's dive in a bit deeper. The Beard loves taking a lot of three-point shots, and this is obvious by the amount per game he shoots. And if he misses, he keeps shooting until he gets back in rhythm. One way he keeps pumping up three-pointers is with his step-back shot. Even taller and longer defenders, like Kawhi Leonard or Brandon Ingram, who are both taller than the Beard and have longer arms, cannot easily reach him. He can perform his patented step back in many different ways. Most of the time, Harden prefers dribbling the ball between his legs, 1-2 really quickly, and then suddenly, as he pretends to go for a drive, he steps back and pulls up for 3. The amazing part of the way his one and only step back shot has evolved lately is that Harden prefers taking his step back mid-gather. So basically, he performs a pullback dribble and then collects the ball with the other hand. While he does this, he takes his backward step. Then, he quickly performs a step back. This is a highly provocative move, and it looks like a double step back. Just ask Curry and the Warriors. But to his credit, the Beard has mastered it to the point of acceptance. The craziest part of this maneuver is that even if the defender manages to close out, Harden knows exactly how and when to draw a foul if the defender is careless. This leads to another reason Harden is so hard to stop: Harden's ability to easily draw fouls. It's almost comical at times and clearly very frustrating for the defender. Harden has the distinct ability to draw a foul, either taking a three-point jump shot or driving to the line. In my eyes, this is what makes his game a thing of artistry. He paints a picture for himself, the defender, and everyone else. It's mastery at its finest, and he doesn't get enough credit for it. In fact, he gets a lot of hate. Maybe when he retires, he will look back in awe of the way he was able to create and dictate the flow of the game, and how it is called. It is like anything I've ever seen before. The Beard can easily and effectively manipulate his body as it hits the defenders to help his cause. It is subtle and it is dangerous. Again, many think he is making a mockery of the rules of the NBA, but I see it differently. I think Harden is a genius offensive mind. I think he is doing controversial things that others wish they could perform. I think they're mad because they ain't him. Like Drake said, "I'm hearing the shit that you say through the grapevine, but jealousy is just love and hate at the same time." These precision moves and talent didn't come out of nowhere. James has practiced these over years and have perfected it that way. Michael Jordan had many ways to create, get his shot, and make defenders lose sleep. James Harden is not any different. I'm not saying they are the same player, let's not get it confused, but the way they can get what they want is eerily similar, and it's scary. Now, an underrated part of Harden's game is his passing ability. He can pass the rock when needed. He averages 6.3 assists a game, which isn't too shabby for an isolation player. The man is unguardable. The best defender in the game said so. When he has a bad game, it's usually caused by his play, not someone else's. James Harden is a unique talent. He can shoot from anywhere on the court and can create his own shots. You know what's coming and you can't stop it. To me, that sounds like Eminem. Mastery and must-see TV.